It is the biggest pandemic we have going on right now. Every 40 seconds, somebody else loses their own life. 2 out of every 3 people are on some sort of medication. And it is a conversation that we need to further. So at Mind's Pursuit, we do a lot of different things in our ecosystem. From events like this, like The Alchemy, where tonight you're going to see several incredible artists who are going to come up here and share a little bit of vulnerability about their personal struggle stories that they go through. And give you a little bit of insight on how they turn their pain into power through alchemy, and how their art creates something beautiful to share with the world. We do it through our podcast, Chaos Control, and we have a brand new podcast coming up this week, next week on the 24th, called Conversation with the Boys, which is a men's mental health roundtable. We do a lot of events, we hold a lot of things together. We want to create community to show that you can show up any way, any shape, any form, be your raw self, and we want to hear what your story is. Because it doesn't matter what side of the aisle you sit on politically, it doesn't matter what your religion is, it doesn't matter what your gender is, it does not matter. The one thing that we all have in common nowadays is we're all struggling with something. The world is a fucking awful place, and on top of that, you have bills to take care of, you have children, you have jobs, you have lives, and then a lot of times your own mind is your biggest enemy. And for me, that's the struggle I wake up with every day. So I'm so grateful here tonight to be able to work with Critical Breakdown, Eric Wissa, Live Nation, all y'all give them a round of applause because they're the ones who opened up to us and gave us this space so that we can be here and create this night for men's mental health. It's been incredible building this support system. I started the nonprofit in 2020 during the pandemic. My regular job is I work throwing festivals for a living, and it's something that completely burnt me out and put me in a bunch of my own spirals. So getting to start this, and we did Chaos Control, which is our original podcast, and I sat down with 40 people. And it was 40 people that I've known in the hospitality and entertainment industry for about a decade. And it was crazy to me that as we sat there and we were talking, each one of them were struggling with something that I was struggling with exactly. And I was just wondering if we all talked about it back then, how much of a difference would it have made? So that's exactly the purpose of this, because the more we speak about it, the more open we are, the more we encourage others to do so. And I'm somebody leading by example. This nonprofit is near and dear to me because it comes from my own struggles. I'm somebody who's been diagnosed with every single thing under the sun. I wake up every morning with crippling anxiety. I still deal with depression on a regular basis. I've had mental breakdowns. I've had a suicide attempt. I've been to rehab more than one time, but I still get up every day and I keep going because I'm trying to be that voice that I couldn't find when I was really struggling. And building this community is what keeps me going. And I have a village of people that check on me and make sure I'm okay and just shoot me a text like, yo man, just want to say I love you, just want to say I miss you, hope you're okay. And a little sentence like that could make a difference in somebody living and dying. So a couple of years ago, I decided I wanted to write spoken word poetry, and I never did it before. And then I read it to a couple of my friends, and they're like, yo, keep going with this. And honestly, I wasn't trying to do anything with it. It was just something that was so healing and therapeutic for me. It was a way that I was able to convey a message that was stuck inside of me in a way I was able to get it out. And a couple of years passed, and some things happened, and I linked up with some people, and I wrote my first ever album. It's called My Manic Maze. My first ever single drops tonight, actually right now. It dropped at 9 p.m. Called The T. The first video comes out tomorrow. And the whole story is about, I take you to my darkest places. So how my depression leads to the anxiety, how the anxiety creates imposter syndrome in me, how imposter syndrome led to the addiction, how the addiction created the suicide attempt, and everything I do on a regular basis to bring myself up. So this is the first time I'm ever performing this live. Obviously, I'm a little different than everyone who's going to be up here, but we're trying something different. We're trying something unique.